So let me just welcome everyone. We have Ajay Capital. Welcome, backpacking monk. He's from the same state that I live in. He's also a South Indian, so we both love the same kind of food. Charlie, welcome Charlie. Jacob, welcome Jacob. For it's really amazing to see you here, and I love the support that you are giving to the Blood India community right now.
Oh, hey, I'm really glad to be here. I saw that there was a podcast and had free time, so figured why not, good to meet all of you. I see so many familiar names here.
Yes, yes. There are many familiar names, and many more will come, and we'll all be a big, amazing community that will run this, whole. Let's see how it all goes. So, so we have Kamran. Kamran, welcome. Looking is from Bangladesh, and he's also running the Bangladesh community. We have Mufasa, Priyan. She's handling Blurt Life. Welcome, Priyan. We have Safia, and then we have Tatta's Kitchen. Sunita is her name, I think. And welcome, Sunita. You have all read a lot of your food posts, and every time, most of the time, I'm curating at like 12 or 2 o'clock midnight, and I get hungry. And we have Shimu, welcome. And lastly, we have Zahid, who is also a witness and handling Hello Blurt account on Blurt. So it's really amazing to see you all of here. The intention behind this whole show is that I wanted to discuss a few things about Blurt. It's a budding new community, new platform. So I thought, why not just take this opportunity and start connecting people, and we can become a huge big family who will work towards one solid goal of promoting Blurt across the internet. And a few years back, maybe in 2008, I used to run a show called Saturday Night with Imran Saudagar. And it used to be a very fun show. And I hope this will also be a fun show, but that completely depends on you guys, how you want to take the whole show and how it goes. We will be discussing a lot of things. And then after that, we will have, a fun after party that will last a couple of hours usually. So this is the first ever Blurt podcast or Blurt Hangout that we are doing here, and I'm really happy to see you all here. So starting with the first agenda on the topic on the list is I want you to come up here, talk about yourself for a moment, and tell everyone what you do and who you are. Here, backpacking monk is saying he's feeling nostalgic, remembering the old show that we used to have. So it's yes, even I'm feeling nostalgic, and there are so many new people, new faces, and new, and old faces as well. It's amazing. I'm feeling very positive and energetic right now. I hope you guys are also feeling the same, and if you're feeling the same, then please just write yes in the comments, so in the journal channel, so that I'll know that you are just not just listening, but you are also interacting with me. And let's make this a whole interaction. I am not very good at speaking, doing speeches, one way speeches. I'm good at interacting with people. So I ask a question, you ask me a question, and let's take it to the next step. So let me just give you a moment, and we will start the show. So the first segment is icebreaker. So we don't know each other. A lot of you are new faces, and so that's why let's just start with our introductions. So Jacob doesn't know me, so let me just introduce myself to Jacob. So hi Jacob, I am Imran Saudagar. I live in India. I'm a technical writer by profession, and I love planting trees. Yeah, that is one of my main focus. I'm a very environmental conscious person. So I plant trees. I run a small group of here we have planted over 8,500 trees in the last 2 years. We couldn't do this year due to COVID restrictions, and the government didn't give us permission to assemble and do our activities. So maybe next year we'll continue this. And apart from that, I am very, interested about crypto. I started way back in 2017. I have been blogging and Steemit and stuff. So that's all from my side. That's my small introduction. I hope everyone has got a small idea of how to give your introduction. Just say about yourself, where you live, what you know want to do, and what you do and what you want to do with Blurt. So let's start. If there's someone who wants to give their introduction and introduce themselves to the rest of the community, you can do it right now.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. We can clearly hear you.
Yeah, my name is Sunita. And Sunita's Kitchen is the name of my blog. And I joined Blurt in month of September. Basically, I'm a social worker working with World Vision. This is a NGO, and I also helped more than 2,000 children who belong from below poverty level. But I just joined blog just to represent my mother's recipes only, and just because she is no more in my life. So this is a tribute from my side to my mother. So that's my introduction, a small introduction, because there here is so many people who would like to introduce themselves. So yeah, I'm. That's it.
Thank you so much, Sunita. I have seen your channel and your posts, and I love your posts. The way you have, you. Let me tell everyone one thing about Sunita's posts. I read each and one of her posts, and every post has one story related to the food, the dish, the recipe that she is discussing about. So the last story that I had read was about what was it? Tunde ke kebab. It's a popular dish made with ground beef or ground mutton, and it's very popular in a state in a city called Lucknow. It's a very big city. It has very amazing food culture, and I had heard and even had the dish, but I never knew the secret story about the dish. So when I read her post, I was like, damn, I never knew, I never noticed about this. And thank you, Sunita, for sharing your wisdom, your knowledge with us on Blood, and I welcome you. And please, keep writing and keep doing all this stuff. And I hope you'll enjoy, and you'll get support from everyone present here. So yes, yes. So is there anyone else who want to introduce themselves to the
Yes,
community?
yes, ma'am. Myself, I
Sorry.
am myself Kamran. My greetings to all of you. I am currently living in Delhi, the capital city of India, and I am working with Steemit for last 2 months. I am not so old here, so I don't know how to blog and all that stuff. But yes, I recently joined Blurt because of one of my friends, Tomoyan, who lives in Japan. I guess yes, he lives in Japan. He told me about the platform, and I was very interested in joining the platform. There were two main reasons why I joined this platform. Firstly, I see a quite nice goal of this platform, that we are sharing our content and getting rewarded for that. You know. Anyways, my introduction is that I'm studying in Jamia Hamdard. I'm pursuing computer science engineering, and I'm in the last year of my course. I'm also the curator for Blur tutorials. If you are aware of that, you can create tutorials and earn my support. If you have seen them, you can learn JavaScript from my tutorial. I'm trying to explain everything from basics, so you can also become a coder by following the course. I'm trying my best, and yes, that's all about me. I My hobbies include writing poems in language like Urdu and Hindi and English as well. And that's all about me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kamran. For giving you such a amazing introduction. I have read your posts and they are amazing. And let me tell you, everyone, inform everyone that Kamran is also an upcoming blockchain developer. He's learning JavaScript and Java and everything. So hopefully, within a few years or few months, he'll be proficient in coding and he'll become a great Java developer. So
Yes, remember, I forgot to tell that I'm also doing blockchain development. I recently created my blockchain That was a prototype, but I know it is not like Blurt or Steemit. But yes, I created a prototype where there were several local hosts connected to each other. The main focus of blockchain is that every data is connected to each other. Like if there is something updated on node 1, then that is updated on node 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the rest of the blockchain nodes. So I created that, yes, by using JavaScript, and I'm really looking forward to learn how Blurt blockchain is working, because I wanted to create some applications and games. I will be really learning that, and yes, in future I will try my best to give some products to Blurt. Currently I'm just learning JavaScript, like I'm learning ES6. I have learned. I'm doing some work on ES7, 8, so that I can get involved into Blurt blockchain. I can create something, and that's all. Thank you, Imran bhai, for pointing that out. I am a blockchain developer as well in making, so for sure I will do something related to that in near future. Uh, Thank you, friends. That's all.
Yes, it's amazing to know that you're trying to learn so much. And Jacob here is an amazing developer. He has developed most of the stuff here on Blurt, and he has also worked with Steam and other places as well. He has several projects running across the world that are making solid change. So my request to Kamran is to get connected with Jacob so that he can guide you. Maybe I know he's busy, but maybe he can write post about it, and maybe he can guide you, or maybe he can give you a few guides and stuff, articles, so that you can read and become
Yes,
a
yes,
good
that will be really
developer.
grateful if Mr. Jago can help me with that. If you can guide me, like what should I do, where should I start? I will be really happy to know that from Mr. Jacob.
Oh well, I mean, absolutely. So yeah, I suppose. How about after the show? Why don't we get into that a little bit? I can definitely give you like some points on developing for Blurt, and then also you said that you were developing a like new blockchain, and one of the things that I work on is a toolkit for producing new blockchains, and I think you might find it useful.
That's amazing, Jacob. You have openly given an invitation, and you are ready to support, and I love that about you. You never say no to anyone, and I've seen from your posts and stuff, although we have never interacted, but I keep on watching your posts and stuff. You always are open, and I love that about you. So next, is there anyone who want to introduce themselves to everyone present here? Yes, please, Priyan, can you introduce yourself? You can come on audio, and you can speak with us here. Yes, please, Matt. Yeah, Priyan.
Can I talk now?
Yes, please talk.
So hello everyone, and thanks for inviting me. I'm Priyan, and I live in Ukraine, but I'm and I've completed my master's from Ukraine, and I'm an architect also. So this is all about me. Blockchain is kind of my passion. To as a content creator, I write different life related posts, and I am a vlogger too. Make videos. I love making videos, and yeah, that's all about me. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me.
That's really amazing, Priyan. I have read a lot of your posts, and one post that stuck with me was the post where you wrote about getting into a stationery store. It was not a stationery store, it was a huge stationery mall, I can say, where So I remember that, and you are very interested in collecting stationery items like pencils and pens and all those
Yes.
things.
Yes, it's true. That's kind of like I'm attracted towards it, like different pen, pencil, colors, diaries, etc.
Okay. So when I was a kid, I had a fascination with pens and stuff. I still buy a lot of pens. Recently I bought a box of Parker pens. Those are specially designed for designing and writing calligraphy. And I don't know. I'm not a calligraphist, or I don't know anything about calligraphy, but I'm trying to learn. So that is one of my hobbies recently. And during the down, I have spent countless hours doing the same thing, trying to write in a very, in learning, trying to learn calligraphy. So thank you, Priyan, for coming here. And let me, inform everyone that Priyan is the host, and Priyan is the curator behind Blurt Life. She is, very graceful and gracious with everyone. She always, helps people, gives advices and, tips about how to be a better blogger on Blurt. So thank you, Priyan, for your all the service that you do for this community.
Thank you so much.
And we'll move on to next. I think Matt was interested in introducing himself. Matt, if you are
Yeah.
online, and yes, please, the mic is all yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes. This is Matt from Nigeria, and can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly, and your voice.
Okay. Okay. So I saw the recent post of Jacob few minutes ago on Blot about this particular conversation voice chat Indian community, and I was like, okay, let me just come and contribute a little and also introduce myself to the Indian community as well. I am Matthew, like I said, from Nigeria. I reside in Abuja, Nigeria, and I'm a graduate of Federal University of Technology, Mina, Niger State, and in the university I study animal production, where I was exposed to so many techniques and feeding procedures for animals generally. And when I went for my industrial training for few like 1 year, okay, and I was distributed to so many animal sector, okay, like the grass cutter, like the turkey, like the rabbit, like the poultry section, the turkey, and so many other animals. So with the experience I had, I come together to put some things in place. Although if you want to go to agriculture, you have to you know put in so many capital. It involve capital and also experience. You have to develop your experience day by day. So I'm an animal productionist, and I'm into the vlog as well. I love vlogging so well. Okay, I vlog anywhere, and this particular community motivated me to do some things like photographer. Okay, because I love capturing events. I love traveling as well. So whenever I travel, I try as much as possible to capture new things around me, and also to improve my blog as well. So I blog on animals, I blog on food. I'm also a good cook. For those of us that actually check up my profile, I also cook very well. I learned this from my parents, my mom and my dad. So they love, they like cooking. So I stay very much around in the kitchen, looking for how they cook some local and African dishes. So I'm also a cook. So I blog about cooking and also vlogging. So guys, that's Matthew. And also I'm married. Yeah.
Thank you, Matthew, for your amazing introduction. It's really good to know that you are an animal productionist, is what you said. You work
Yes,
with
yeah.
yes, you work with animals, and you work with increasing their production and taking care of their health and everything. That's an amazing thing, and I've seen some really amazing Nigerians who are so hardworking. And I have spent a lot of time. I have a lot of Nigerian friends, online friends, and we used to host shows and stuff a few years back, and some of my best friends are from Nigeria, and I have known these guys, and you guys are really, really, hardworking people, and I respect
Okay.
you. And yes, and
Yeah.
when are you, feeding me jollof rice, man?
Yeah, very soon, very soon, very soon.
Okay, okay. So those who don't know, jollof rice is a very popular Nigerian dish, and it's somewhat similar to a biryani. If you're an Indian, you might know. So it's spicy. It has meat in it, and it's really, really amazing. I had one of varieties here in India. One of my Ghanaian friend who lived studied in the same university as I did here in India had cooked that for me once.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you, Matthew, for being
Okay.
here, and hope to see you around.
Yeah.
And hope, yes, yes, thank you so much for being here. And is
Yeah.
there anyone else who want to come up and give a small introduction about yourself?
Hi, Imran. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and it's amazing to have you here, Monk.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while, Imran, and good to be back with all you guys, familiar faces.
Hmm.
So yeah, my name is Backpacking Monk, and I have been in the blockchain space since 2017. I started from Steemit, then we went to Wheelchairs, and there I connected with Imran, Charlie, Zahid, and that AB Farhan, the whole group. And from there, we moved on to Hive, and from Hive, a lot of my friends on Hive started like blogging on Blurt. So there was a lot of talk around Blurt happening. So yeah, I thought like let's explore this place. Like it seems like it's going to be something big. So let's be here in early. So yeah, I bought myself. See, I am Indian video editor, and like ever since I think until I graduated, I didn't travel much. The only traveling I did was with my family, and that was like that doesn't count as traveling. So that kind of like created this void, and it like when you don't do something, you have this curiosity within you to do that thing. So I think just after graduation, I took my first trip to Chikmagalur, a hill called Mulyangiri, and it was a trek with about like 15 strangers, and I loved the trek. You know, it like I loved connecting with the strangers. Like over 2 days, I made like about 15 friends, and I loved that experience, and I wanted more of it. You know, so again, I started like going to different places within India, and I had a DSLR with me, so I started snapping those pictures. And yeah, ever since I joined the blogging space, I started documenting my travels. I started writing blogs about my experiences, my photographs, and story behind it. So that's what I do. Even on Blurt, post photo blogs. They're not very long, but like they give you an insight of the photos I shoot.
Yeah, backpacking monk. I think we lost him. He's there.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay, okay. So it's amazing to have you here. I've always loved your photographs. They capture certain emotions. The last photo that you posted about on Blurt was called WhatsApp, right? Am I pronouncing it right?
That was about my cat. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was about your cat, and you always connect your emotions with your photographs, and not many people do that. They just pose, they take a photograph, and especially on blockchain. I'm not talking about other people. People have, people are amazing photographers. There are many amazing photographers, but what you do is you connect and make a story. Some of your best photographs, I want them to be on Blurred so that everyone can, enjoy that Indianness of your photo. You capture those temples and those, basic emotions, basic things about this amazing country. And I want, I always hope, and whenever I feel like introducing India to someone. I remember your photographs, and I hope you will continue your travels. I know things haven't been good for you recently, and my best wishes are with you always, and hope to see more amazing content from you.
Really appreciate that, Imran, and I'm looking forward to these shows and interacting with you guys on consistent basis. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. And is there anyone else who want to talk about themselves?
I think I'll jump in real quick. I'm Jacob. I am one of the folks who started Blurt, and Blurt is probably, well, it's fair to say, by far my largest success in an entrepreneurial career. That's mostly failure. Although that is that's kind of entrepreneurship will go like that. I currently work on Blurt, and I also work on a thing called Starport, which is a blockchain framework. And what I added to that is the ability. Oh, and this is my son, Onig. He is making his cute little sound. He's 15 months old. He is my pride and joy. I'm married. My wife is from Cambodia, and I'm American. But I live in Hanoi, Vietnam, actually, because I'm partnered with a computer hardware design company here called PCB Viet. And we're going to be releasing a router pretty soon, actually. So I guess that's a bit about me. I'm really quite busy these days, although I'm in the next couple of weeks hoping to kind of establish a new kind of cadence and work schedule once things are sort of like rolling and in place with the router. And it's really great to meet all of you. I'm super grateful for you guys running this show and for showing up.
Thank you, Jacob, and let me welcome your children as well on our show. And it's amazing. You often talk about your kids on your post, and I remember one of the posts where you are holding your kid on your shoulder, and I think the caption was "few moment of peace." I think.
Yes. Well, that's definitely that's my happy time, right? Is hanging out with the boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I feel that you're a great father to your kids. It's amazing that you enjoy being a parent, and we all know about your a lot of thing about the technical aspect of your life. The products that you're developing, and you said that you have failed entrepreneurially, but I think every failure is bringing you closer to your success. So keep hoping, keep doing the amazing jobs, the amazing work that you're doing. I know recently you had talked about on the Discord, Blurt official Discord server, about the crisis that is going on, and your intention of bringing uncensored news and spreading the information with a different product. And I am really happy that you're doing all these things for your own country people and for the people around the world. So thank you, Jacob, for everything that you do. So let's move on. And is there anyone else who wants to come up and give your introduction to introduce yourself? Let me also tell you that if you want, you can get a few snacks with you, a glass of milk or something, so that you can drink while you are listening to the show, because it's gonna be a long show, I think. Okay.
Yes, me too. I already have my dinner, so yes, I am also fine with it.
Okay, I think it's time for us to hear the introduction of Zahid. So Zahid, can you come up on on the voice, and can you introduce yourself to this amazing community? Zahid is typing. I don't know if he.
No, I guess he's pretty shy in Mac.
Charlie is here. So Charlie, why don't you just come up and introduce yourself to everyone here?
Yeah, I was just waiting for my term. So it is maybe if you permit me.
Yes, yes, you are allowed, and it's your turn. So please tell us about yourself.
Yeah, it's my username is Charlie Chan, and I am from Jharkhand, India. My real name is Azhar. So I am little bit a poet, a story writer, and I am graduate with economics, but I don't have much knowledge about this. So now I am learning a lot of things like programming and developing and lot of stuff I am learning, and that's all I guess. Just I am learning now. Also, I am a little bit phone photographer. I just try to open my mobile phone and click some of shots, and I say in Blurt or in Steemit. First, I was working in Steemit, then I joined Belsayer. After that, meet to you. Then I came to Blood, invited by Jahid. When Jahid become witness, he invited me, so I just joined, and now I am working in Blood India as a moderator. So hope it will be best in future.
Thank you, Charlie, for your introduction. And let me tell you something about Charlie. I met Charlie in 2018 when we used to attend shows on Wilshire's. Wilshire's had amazing community, but and there were a lot of shows going on, and I used to attend each and every show. So like in a week, I used to attend like 12 shows. I used to be awake at 4 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the midnight, and afternoon whenever there was a show I used to attend, so that I could know everyone and learn much about the countries around the world. And I have spent a lot of time with European people and African people. I have lived and been with Indian people, so I wanted to know many things about those people. So Charlie, when he came on blockchain, or when he came to on Wilshire's back then, in 2018, his English wasn't that good, and there were so many mistakes, and he wasn't so proficient as he is now. So the community there encouraged him. Everyone helped him, especially backpacking monk. He used to help Charlie a lot with his English, and eventually the result, you can see it now. He can speak very fluently now. His English has improved. He is able to write in English. Back then he used to write in Hindi. Now he writes both in Hindi and English. His grammar is improving and everything. So this is what I want to bring again on this platform. This is why when I was trying to convince, when I sent the proposal for Blurt India, the main thing was to have a curation account for people of India who speak the different native languages. When they come up here, they get this amazing experience of meeting different people from around the world, around the globe, and it gives a level of confidence so that they can come up, learn, speak, and be a amazing person. So thank you, Charlie, for everything that you do, and welcome. So is there anyone else who want to introduce yourself?
Hello, guys.
Yeah, hello, Farhan. Can you speak up a little bit?
Actually, network is not good here,
Yes, yes, yes.
so I think everyone knows about me. But I am again. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Please continue.
So actually, myself, AB Farhan, and I am from Jharkhand. Um, I joined Blurt just because of Imran Bhai, Charlie Chan, and Jahid. Uh, they introduced me about blood. So hello.
Yes, hello, we can hear you.
So I'm a little photographer, and every day I capture beautiful pictures, and I share these on blood. Today also I made a post about my village. So you can go on my profile and check this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Farhan, for introducing yourself. Charlie, Zahid, and Farhan are childhood friends. And, I have known these people for years, and they are, improving every day. And they are, invested in, in, in the crypto life. So it's, they are completely working on crypto trading, learning about new projects, writing about new projects. And it's amazing to have you here, AV Farhan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm feeling a bit of tired because of so much work in my shop.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, one last person. If there's anyone who wants to introduce themselves, if you are not confident in speaking in English, you can speak in any language that you wish to speak. You can speak. We have translators here. I used to help. When on other shows and across. I used to help you translate Indian languages into English so that everyone can listen. So if there's anyone, we can take one last person introduction, and then we can move to the next segment. Okay, I guess no one is interested in sharing about them, so let me just move on to the next part of the show. It's about discussing about Blurt. There have been a lot of things about Blurt, what kind of content it must, people must post, what kind of content is allowed, what type of content is not allowed. So I wanted to discuss it with you guys. A lot of you are new to this field, new to blogging, new to blockchain. So it would be really amazing to have you here, discuss about it. I will give you a brief introduction and brief stuff. Yeah, Jago was saying that anything is allowed on Blurt, but yes, not allowed is illegal. Yes, that is what, the message that we want to convey to everyone here, so that you guys can, I always tell, if you want to win the game, you have to know what the game is about. If you want to be a good cricketer or a good soccer player, then you have to start learning the rules of the game. So once you know the rules, and then you can just go on producing amazing content. No one can come up to me and say that what you're doing is wrong. Never in my life has anyone come up and told me that you have done this wrong thing. Maybe I have done a few mistakes. Maybe I have not done the 100% justice to whatever I was doing, but I have never done a bad thing. Why? Because I know what's allowed and I know what's not allowed. So let me speak about it for a few minutes, and then I will invite everyone to share your views. So one thing about Blurt is, like Jacob said, is everything is allowed. Everything that comes out of your mind is allowed. Everything, it can be a photograph that you click, it can be a poem, it can be a story, it can be a news item that you have felt you want to share. Anything that you want to share, you can share. If it's your own content, then you can share. So what should you not share on Blurt? So one thing that you must never share, like Backpacking Monk here has said, is no plagiarism. You must not copy content that is created by other people. So now here, let me specify you what kind of content you can copy and what kind of content you cannot copy. So one thing about creating content is So one thing that when you are writing on a blogging platform, one thing that you have to do is you have to write in a very strong sense. Don't make a small post that is just about anything. Write whatever you feel, make a good post, have those emotions, have that quality. Shimu wants to talk, but I'll give you the chance in a few minutes. Let me finish this segment, and then we can talk, continue on introductions and everything, or questions after I finish talking about this. So write about anything. It can be a small post or a big post. The number of words. Many people ask what kind. How many number of words should I write in a post? So I don't mind if the post is 100 words. I don't mind if the post has 50 words, but it must have that quality. It must have something that adds to the blockchain. If something that people will be interested in reading. You can't come up and write 100 abusive words. You can write, like Jacob said, technically you can write anything, but you must not write those things that hurt other people. So write content that people enjoy reading. So it can be a photograph, it can be a video that you make. I know a few people here from the Indian community who make vlogs and who share there, and it's really amazing to see those things. And then so you can write, the minimum words that I support as a curator of Blurt India. I support any content that has at least 100 words. I prefer 300 words, but if it has 100 words, I am okay with that. I will give you a small word or a big word. It doesn't matter, but it must have that, at least 100 words, so that people will not feel that you are trying to rip off the platform. One thing that often comes, I've been talking to a lot of people, and they say, okay, someone recently has shared a link with me of a blog post on Blurt. That blog, it didn't had anything but just one line, and there were so many words, and he was getting angry and telling me that he's earning so much for writing such less content. So don't do this. It must not happen. People will feel, because there are people who are invested in this platform, who are spending hundreds of hours every month to produce amazing content. So it must be a level field. Write something that people will write. It can be poetry, it can be any type of content that is good content. It can be a photograph that you have taken. So that is one aspect of content, writing good content. Second thing is about should you copy things from Wikipedia? Should you copy articles from other websites? Few posts were brought to my attention. I had unknowingly voted those posts, and as a curator of Blurt Blurt, I must not vote content that has been copied from other places. So for example, someone had copied a half page article from Wikipedia. Is it allowed? Technically, you can do anything with the space that you have been provided. You can write whatever you want, you can copy other people's post, but that is not ethical. So that is one aspect of producing amazing content. So always be produce amazing content, write in any language that you want to. Blurt India will support any Indian language. It can be Bengali, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi. A lot of people writing English. I am open with that as well. You can write in English, and we will curate that post. Another thing is there has been a lot of discussion about tags, official tags. What kind of tags should you use? What kind of tags should you not use on your content? So Blurt India is a community tag that supports content that has been created in Indian languages. There are about 400 Indian languages, and if you if you want to write in any of these languages, Blurt India will be supporting you. You have to use Blurt India tag in your posts so that I can, find your post, and then I will try to vote them. And should you uh, write, should you use more than one tag? People were asking this question. So yes, people, you can use more than one tag, but you cannot use two country tags. You cannot use CN Chinese tag, and then you cannot use CN and BD tag, Bangladesh tag, and then you can not use all these three tags, Bangladesh, India, and CN. So technically you're not allowed to do. It is best that you use one country tag in your post, not more than one. Yes, Blurt Life. What kind of content should you use the tag for Blurt Life? So Blurt Life is about life, your experiences with life. It can be your health, it can be your life, it can be about your achievements. So write about that. Blurt Life will, curate that. But a lot of people are misusing these tags. What they are doing is they're using Blurt Life on any kind of post. They're using Blurt Life for technical posts. They're using Blurt Life for posts about food. But food has already a different separate curation network, curation account. So we have Blurt Chef for that. So when you're using Blurt Chef, so don't use Blurt Life. So that everyone must get a chance to get their content reviewed or read by curators, and we will be able to vote good content. If anyone has any questions, please, you can ask me.
Actually, I had a comment. It was just on the topic of plagiarism and like what goes and what doesn't. I suppose first of all, I should say that actually, it's not actually me in control of this, which is really, really cool, right? It's the community that decides what content gets rewarded and doesn't. But kind of the way that I see it. Oh, Safia, did you want to talk? Because I could let you hop in. Was there somebody who wanted to talk, and did I jump into their spot?
I don't think so.
No. She actually got some work, so she's leaving for now, but she will join later. No problem.
Wonderful. And I've probably only got about a half hour left. But anyway, I just want to say it's really use your best judgment. Look, some things should be plagiarized. Okay, some things, if you're asking me, the intent of Blurt, right, is to spread useful information far and wide, and then of course to build community too. And that's why I'm so delighted that we're in this chat. It's wonderful. But so the Snowden leaks, if somebody were to post those on Blurt one by one, I'd be all for it. I'd be upvoting it. That's very valuable information. Anything that you might think end up getting censored and thrown off the regular internet, I'd pretty much encourage you to. I suppose it's not really plagiarism, because what you can do, you can post that yeah, this is content from and I'm putting it here for archival purposes. Because one of the things, and Blurt really it's many things, right? It's a reward system. It's an identity system on a blockchain. And it's an economy, but one of the things that Blurt is, as well as those things, is a RAID 1 array. It's replicated storage. So every witness node and every full node and every RPC node, they all contain all the posts. And what that does is it ensures that the content on Blurt is, almost certain to stay where you put it. And I think that's one of the most important features of Blurt. Like the rewards are nice and everything, but and in fact, it's very interesting. I give a lot of credit to like Dan as the original designer of this system, Dan Larimer, I mean, because these things play into each other. Like there wouldn't be a budget or an incentive, right, for witnesses to store these posts without adding the economic incentive layer on top. And then the other thing that the economic incentive layer does is that it creates this avenue for creativity that's really kind of unique. Like when I first used Steam, I was quite early. I knew Dan before Steam launched, and this guy Fuzzy, you guys probably know him from the Whale Shares community. He said, Jake, you got to check this thing out. And I told him it was stupid for a month and a half. I looked at it, like, what's that? It's just a blog. Who cares, right? And then I finally made a post because he kept badgering me, and I made a lot of money, like a lot, and quickly. And so I kept making all these sort of in-depth technical posts, and I ended up like leaving the consultancy. Well, not really leaving because it was my own consultancy, but like stopping my consulting work and going full-time Steam. That was like summer, fall 2016 that I did that. And yeah, there's really something to the economy and to the information spreading effect. So like, I think, and again, I'm speaking for me, I'm not actually the person curating most of the time, but for me, in terms of like what content is encouraged and what content is discouraged, it's really left to like your best discretion, right? Like if you think that this is important, valuable material that needs to be around longer than you're alive, like that's my big hope for Blurt, right? We got over the first hurdle. For a little while, I was really worried that if my servers went down, there'd just like suddenly be no more Blurt, right? And then 2 weeks ago, my servers went down, and actually, what ended up happening is that the crypto drive in Araset, Araset's the guy who did Blurt.buzz, routed around it, and nothing went down, and it was just delightful. So now my big goal is Blurt lives longer than me.
Yes, Jacob, thank you for sharing your insight. It's really amazing, when everything you speak is so useful and important for us. One thing that you mentioned, Snowden, I wish that happens on Blurt. Snowden or Julian Assange or WikiLeaks comes up and shares some of those whistleblower stuff on Blurt, and that will be amazing. Maybe if we can try to be part of the WikiLeaks media team. I know, and one of my local newspapers here in South India, they are the official member of the WikiLeaks team, where whenever there's a leak, they send some of the information to these people as well. So that would be amazing to do, to get on with them, so to get early access to all the leaks, and it will be amazing for the whole community and to the world at large. And so it's like you said, Jacob, it's really up to the user what kind of content they want to write, what kind of content they want to share. Yes, it's okay to share information from other people, other sources, but make sure that you are not hurting someone else's earnings. You're not misusing or abusing someone else's work. I see a lot of people copying content from good well-known websites. And
yeah, absolutely. There's definitely what can I say? I a goal to raise the quality of content on Blurt, and probably not in this hard fork 3, but probably in hard fork 4. There is going to be a feature added that allows the witnesses, not the users, but the witnesses, because the witnesses are sort of like, chosen by the users and put in a position of power over the platform and put in a place where, like, okay, they can effectively judge. And there's going to be 2 buckets for what I think is going to be really healthy forms of censorship. One is for illegal content. In the case of somebody posting illegal content, and guys are going to keep in mind that we're adding photo and video storage directly to Blurt, and illegal photos and videos, I don't want anything to do with them, right? Like, it's just bad. So those accounts are literally going to get nuked. They won't be able to post anymore. Their funds won't get nuked because that just doesn't seem right. But otherwise, they will. And the second bucket is going to be for people who like sort of abuse posting. Like the bad type of plagiarism that you're describing now. And what we're going to do with those accounts is they're not going to be able to receive rewards. And it'll be the witnesses determining who are on these lists, and 80% of the witnesses will have to agree. So it need to be a very high threshold, but that like censorship role is actually going to be added to what witnesses do.
That would be really amazing to have 2 buckets that you mentioned. Someone sharing illegal content that's that's not good. That's certainly we need to ban that. We need to censor that kind of content. I know a lot of such content, or even on Facebook, people are sharing such kind of illegal content, and there's hardly until a few years back, there was hardly anything the Facebook team could do. But now they are trying to enforce these things really, really well. But I know Facebook censors a lot of stuff, and I'm also not happy with that. But at least when it comes to banning or censoring bad content, I think Jacob, what kind of content I'm thinking about right now. So that kind of content must not be there on the internet, be it dark web or the white web, anywhere else. And you also spoke about the witnesses, the role of witnesses in maintaining the balance between good content and the abusing content. It's really good to hear some sneak peeks and stuff from you every now and then. It gives us a little sense of connectivity with you, that the whole we keep on seeing your and Mega Drive's small posts or comments that you make, and it is giving the community some really, really good motivation to keep going on, because they know that you are there here, connecting with and sharing everything about about it. It's really amazing. And when I first joined Steemit in 2017, I think it was August, and I was really, really I felt very good about the whole witness system. It's a completely decentralized, the whole decentralized. Even long before I was on Steemit, I am I help in a few organizations here. So decentralization was on my mind since maybe 2008-9, I think, when I was part of some really amazing organizations, and it was one of the things that I used to think about a lot. And when Steemit came, it was like a real use case of this amazing idea. And it was really sad recently when the whole witness system was abused by a certain team. But fortunately, we had Blurt and Hive, taking birth from those ashes. So it worked really, really well for everyone, I think. So another point that Priyan has asked me to talk about is the 420 tag. This is a funny story, and Jacob and everyone would be interested to know, about what one thing means to different people around the world. 420 in India means it is way back when the British ruled in India. we had a law here, and 420 was the article in the Indian Penal Code that was used against robbers, petty thieves, scammers, abusers, and pickpocketers. So when you talk about 420 in India, when I say India, I mean the whole, British India, way back, 100 years back, which includes, now Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and the Maldives, Burma, and Pakistan, and all these countries. So all these countries, and so 420 was the article that was used against these. So when you refer to 420 in India, it is a slang or a word that is referred to someone who is a thief. But in the international community, mostly in European countries, Skybird, can you hear me? I see you're having some problem here hearing me. So please comment if you can hear me. So 420 in European countries, in America, it means marijuana. So there has been some misunderstanding among the Indian community and among the larger Indian subcontinent community. They were thinking 420 was something else, but 420 tag is for people who write content about marijuana, cannabis, and hemp and all those things. It is legal in some countries, it's not legal in some countries, but on Blurt you can write about anything, and it's always welcome on Blurt. So yes, it's kind of a, yeah, it's more of a verb. People in other countries, recently on April 4th 2020, people celebrated a World 420 day, and I know many people across the world who have celebrated it in some way, lighting up a bud. So for Indian people who are not writing about cannabis, marijuana, we call it ganja here, so don't use the 420 tag. It is one of the most abused or misused or misunderstood tag on this community. A lot of people think that it is related to Indian people here, the subcontinent people are thinking that it's something related to law or something related to a comedic thing. It was, maybe people thought that it's written in humor. Blurt 420 meant you write something about the Indian version of 420. So yeah, also Priyan said, that people were thinking that it's a way you can scam the system, because 420 means in India a thief or a robber or a petty criminal. So so these were the things, and I wanted to clear it out that 420 is only for marijuana, cannabis, hemp, and all those things. So if you're not writing about these medicinal plants or these what do you call that, those kind of plants, so don't use this tag. Skybird is here. If you can come on voice, we can discuss some things about it, and you can tell people what kind of content you want people to share. It will be really, really good to see some of your opinions. I think Skybird is not with us. Okay. Okay, he's typing, so let me just wait. Okay, maybe Skybird is with his wife and he doesn't want her to know that he is speaking with someone else on Discord. So it's all right. The question was nothing. I just wanted you to come up and talk to people and tell about your tag, the 420 tag that you curate, and so that people would have a clear understanding of what kind of content you are expecting from them. A lot of people in India use this tag, so I don't want people to misuse that tag. So I'll just move on to the next segment. The next topics is about quality content should you use? What should you use? What kind of tags should you use when you are uh, you writing or making videos? Someone had asked about ulog, ulog tag. So ulog is for bloggers, uloggers or vloggers. If you are creating a video using, about anything in your life, you can just use the tag. If it's a video, you can, something that you have created, not a Bollywood movie or a song or something else. It has to be created by you. You have to talk. You can show your face, you cannot show your face, it's up to you. You can use voice or anything. It's a vlogging thing, so you can use the vlog ulog tag, so that people, if you're creating, I think Kamran and some of his friends create vlogs, and there's some Indian user, I don't remember his name, Ajay or Aryan, who creates videos. So this is and gameplays. So this tag is for you guys. So Skybird has, written a short comment here. Let me just read out. Backmaking Monk had written, wanted to know what kind of content you want to see in the 420 tag. So Skybird, who is the curator of the 420 Blurt 420 tag, has responded that the idea is for cannabis, CBD, hemp, with crows, strain reviews, news, etc., etc. So these are kind of content is encouraged, and I also encourage you to write on these medicinal things. It's really amazing to, a lot of Indian people use this stuff, and you can write your experiences about it on Blurt, because Blurt, the logo itself says no censor. So these were the few things that I wanted to talk about. I just want you all to write amazing content, so that we can work towards making Blurt an amazing platform. So we can create amazing content, use photographs that you have taken, or the most easiest thing is to take photos from Pixabay. So go on Google, search for Pixabay, and you will find amazing, photographs that you can use free of cost. You don't have to pay anything to them. They are completely free, so you can use it on your posts. So these were the few things, and I see a lot of people are, it's been about an hour. I want to end the show right now, and we'll move on to the next part. Yes, Backpacking Monk has shared the link. The link is Pixabay. So pixabay.com, go on it. You will find amazing photographs, professionally created, edited photographs that you can use free of cost. You don't even have to pay them even a single rupee. You just have to log in, or even if you don't log in, it's all right. You can just use those photographs, and I encourage you to use those photographs instead of using from Google. Google is not a photograph company. Google is a search engine where people go and search for information. So please make sure that you don't write source as Google. Google is not a source for photographs. It's a search engine. The photographs that you are sharing now are owned by people. So you can be into trouble sometimes. I don't know if I don't know for sure, but Blurt might get into trouble if you post copyrighted material. So stay away from content that is owned by other people. Create your own amazing content. Keep writing. If you need any help, Jacob, he's here. I'm here. The whole Blurt India team and Blurt Bangladesh team and Blurt Life and Sky 420 is here to help you curate your content, and we will, I want to make this a huge thing, so that I want Indian community to produce amazing content. There are so many things that you can write about India. In a few weeks, in a few months, we will have so many festivals in India. In October, November, December, we'll be having so many festivals. I want you to write about those, and in the next few weeks, I will be releasing and announcing contests related to these festivals, so that you can produce and showcase the Indian culture, food, and the Indian way of life. So that is all from my side. Everyone who has attended this show, I want you to share your post here in the general section so that I can curate, I can upload them with the Blurt India uh, uh, account, and I also want everyone else to vote those posts. So it's your time now. Please come up with your post, share the links of your post in the general section. Yes, I will curate those with both of my accounts, the Blood India account and my personal account, and everyone else will start voting your posts. And yes, thank you, Kamran, for sharing your post. Everyone else, I encourage you to vote these posts, make comments, and hopefully we will all build an amazing platform, and will do something great on this platform. So this is the end of the show. I think Backpacking Monk must stop the recording, and now is the time for the after party that we always used to do. So let me just give you a short idea about what after party is. After party is about you. You can talk anything, you can share anything, you can sing, you can dance if you want to. And if you have brought a glass of milk, please drink that because it's been a very long and tedious evening.